There are two shiny spots on dvalin's back. They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting dvalin's mind. To save dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots. Dvalin is getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer. And condense the pure animo from the shots being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled. Now we can fight dvalin on equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help. But first, let me be clear. hundreds of years without use, dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous. Blood clot on his neck. Yahoo! Yeah. Yeah.
This place is gonna collapse!
It's been a while since we flew like this together. Huh, dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Animal Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
You guys are back! The honorary knight returns triumphant. Yep, we're back from tussling with dvalin.
You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all about your...
I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that.
You're right, actually. Peace is hard won, and we shouldn't take it for granted. And this time, you're the one we should all be...
You're welcome. But have you been waiting for us?
Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do.
Aftermath? Here?
While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a coordinated attack on the city. Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the Hilly Churls were moving closer to the city a while back.
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers. When we first met, you were clearing out one of their caves.
Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt would be in much greater danger by now. Me too. But I have a strange Hilly Churls aren't usually capable of... Our best guess is that the Abyss Order...
They've taken over the Hilly Churls? Good thing we saved dvalin, or they might have taken him too.
That's right. And since I'm the Outrider, it's up to me to keep eyes... I'm sorry. You should be celebrating your victory. I promised to take you out for some sticky honey roast, didn't I? Before everyone got... There's no time like the present.
You bet! You may have forgotten till just now, but it's...
Awesome, let's go! It's been way too long since I last... Wait for me at Good Hunter. I'll be... What timing! Not only was Jean away right when the Hilly Trolls attacked, but Kaya had disappeared too. Luckily, the knights on hand all did an admirable job, and we successfully defended. I guess Kaya must have... I mean, it's not like he would have just sat the whole thing out at the cat's tail.
I salute you, Honorary Knight. The Acting Grand Master gave a public address on the Storm Terror incident. The truth was incredible. And to think the Knights nearly approved a plan to slay the dragon. We were too quick to jump to Still, it could take a long time for those who suffered to forgive dvalin. And who knows whether they... As ever, we must let the...
We're lucky Albedo stayed in the city during the crisis. Our defenses were all the stronger for it. It was a rare privilege to see the chief alchemist of the Knights of Favonius in action. Makes me wonder whether I should try my hand at alchemy.
Thanks for helping us clean up the battlefield. You really didn't have to, you know. This work ethic of yours really puts me to shame. I know this paltry sum doesn't begin to pay you back for everything you've done for the Knights, but...
Here we go. This is it. Crisis. Danger. The thrill of adventure. Adventurers Guild. Finally, our days of rescuing kittens and finding lost puppies are over. The age of adventure is upon us. Roll up, youngsters. Join the Adventurers Guild today. In this time of great upheaval, we must... What? What? The Storm Terror threat is resolved? I missed the Acting Grandmaster's speech. Storm Terror should have put up more of a fight. We didn't get to join in.
Long live the heroes. Thank you. It's finally over. Many trade routes have closed due to the Storm Terror incident. We can cope for now without fresh fruit and vegetables. But if the wine supply dries up, I cannot imagine a world without wine. I hope they get the trade routes back up and running soon.
So Storm Terror's true identity is dvalin, one of the four winds. We never should have forgotten his past sacrifice for Mondstadt. Every cloud has a silver lining. We're fortunate that our relationship with the Dragon of the East didn't sour past the... For that, we have you to thank. and Jean for her unfailing devotion. As long as we have the Knights of Favonius, peace and freedom will prevail in Mondstadt.
Greetings. May I take your...
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship. Ah, so you do feel something for me. And people say my charm is fake. To bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost. And that's coming from a knight.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kai.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart. Me? Nothing. On the contrary, I'm trying to work out what others are plotting. That's why I'm here. Somewhere quiet, where I can collect my thoughts.
So what you thinking of?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, that's the perfect moment for the Abyss Order to make their... If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few... To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited, and watched for their next move. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair. Just as the Hilly Churl's cries sounded from the city gate that same day, I saw shadowy figures lurking in the city itself.
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. As you can imagine, that left the inside of the city completely, except for me, of course. And so I approached the Abyss Order infiltrators for a bit of, let's call it fraternizing. Through various means, I managed to gather some rather interesting intel. The situation is this. The Abyss Order, they are united under a single leader.
The Abyss Order has...
Yes. And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn dvalin into a weapon of war.
What exactly did you have to do to find...
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain linguistic powers. There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call her the Princess. Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short, but I do believe I spy Amber heading this way. I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack.
One minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience. Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he... But let's forget about him. I worked super hard today. Hi, Sarah. One sticky... So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the...
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now. Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius and our honorary knight. That's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always... All right, now let's eat before it gets...
That was good. Note to Paimon. And...
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to... Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the holy...
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. The holy lyre to Hamil.
May the animal... I'm not really in, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of... Fortunately, everything...
Now the Fatui have no... They must be annoyed. This time, diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing. And on the contrary, simply proved just how...
Sounds like quite the story. We cannot ask you to keep defending the...
Did...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The Holy Lyre! Lord Barbatos! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
How could this Holy Lyre, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again!
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Lyre. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? Tone deaf, Barb! Hey, don't go!
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirky wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Fenty!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Honorary Knight, you're awake! I wouldn't say he's... I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral, and that bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost... This is the first time I've encountered such a patient. But he just said, it's completely normal. And then...
He left? Already?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. I wanted to stop him, but Jean... I mean, Master Jean said to...
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree, but it's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the animal art.
The Fatui were the ones who attacked you. That's too... Master Jean has already returned to the Knight's headquarters, but she also said that if the Fatui didn't leave any traces, the Knights might find it difficult to lodge a complaint against them.
The wind amongst the branches is good. I said the exact same thing last time. So you know... This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people. But I suppose I can let you in. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to... In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such...
Allergenes? Paimon's never...
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools. Instead, each Archon has an internal magical It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your nose?
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbinger. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya?
Indeed. She is one of the 7. The Tsaritsa who reign... The 7 don't always get along well, but still... I never thought that she would plot to steal another Archon's Gnosis. How should I... 500 years ago, I knew her well. But I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, and after that, she cut off all ties with me. But we can save discussion of the Cryo Archon and the Fatui for another. If you seek the rest of the 7, you should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo Archon who reigns there, unlike me, he only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he works
In any case, this year's Rite of Dissension is soon to begin. If you miss—
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before?
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Yep. Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must— the birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all— the destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Great. So that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back to Venti time. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Up till the end, dvalin remembered his duty as one of the 4 winds. As such, I don't intend to forcibly strip him of that duty. I just hope that dvalin will be able to choose for himself and understand what freedom is. Before I became an Archon, I too was taught the meaning of freedom in this way by a friend. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Kaya shared some new intelligence, you say? Oh, I see. So, the Abyss Order has a princess who orchestrated the plan to corrupt dvalin? They were probably trying to turn dvalin into a weapon of war for the Abyss. But that said, I have never heard of any such princess of the Abyss Order. I think so too, apparently. But how does a princess come out of nowhere and take command over the entire... If you want to chat, now's the time.
That Fatui lady didn't hang around, did she? She just grabbed your Gnosis and left?
She wanted to avoid any eyewitnesses from the Knights of Favonius. The slightest slip up here would have destroyed the Fatui's diplomatic relations with the Knights.
So they're just gonna keep acting like Mondstadt's ally?
If only the 7 nations had banded together against the Abyss Order and the Fatui possess the strongest military among the 7 nations, yet they've used it to steal the Holy Lyre, covet the power of gods, and use dvalin as a bargaining chip against the
Speaking of the lyre, didn't Diluc say something like this before? He said that the Fatui can only run amok across the 7 nations and threaten the Knights because of the Harbinger.
Yes. As I said earlier, the Cryo-Archon has given them authority and strength beyond that of other mortals. The Tsaritsa. I haven't seen her in 500 years. What is she thinking? What's her plan? Whatever the answer is, I have a feeling it's only going to make your search for the 7 all the more difficult. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. As I said before, vision wielders are known as allogenes and may ascend to Celestia. A gnosis is a higher-order nexus of elemental manipulation and is emblematic of an Archon's status as one of the 7. But as for which of the 7 took your sister, I'm sorry, I don't know. Wait, as one of the 7, I'm not clear of suspicion yet either, am I? We're a great team indeed. Say, once you find your sister, how would you like to become one of the new 4 Winds?
You don't seem too into it. Hey, Tone Deaf Bard! If being one of the 4 Winds means free food, you can
If you want to chat, now's the time. Well then, best be off to Liyue. If the dissension ritual you failed to tally, then enough.
Add Astra. Add Astra.
Lord Barbatos. Please that Godwin gets home soon and safe.
I'll be the eyes above. blade!
Ta-da! Ta-da! Barbara's here. Ta-da! I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Incoming! Speed of light! Quite a downpour. Nothing will get done until it clears. Let this be a lesson. Wow.
Now's our chance!
Speed of light! Add Astro. Thank you for complete. Add Astra.
Moon pile. That's what I'll make tonight.
So, you've got to take... I must say, the patrons have been in a bit of... Though the topic on everyone's lips is more of an urban legend than actual news. Even minding my own business, I still end up hearing all about...
Uh-oh. It's not one of those scary... So, Paimon...
It's not a particularly scary story, no. At least, not for most people. It's the tale of... the Dark Knight Hero.
Huh? Did the bartender just...
You weren't even listening? Anyway, it is said that he appears in the middle of the night to fight evil and uphold... But to be honest, I don't have much interest... Unless, of course, he can help take care of the more belligerent patrons after they've... I would happily take that as proof of his existence. I doubt anyone knows but him. Maybe he enjoys being a man of mystery. After all, it's a good way to... Any guy in the tavern could tell you that. Anyway, that's more or less everything. If you want to know more, ask around in the plaza.
Dark Knight Hero. Seems like your standard cookie-cutter urban legend, but just a little... Wonder who it could be. Once you're ready, let...
This wine is heavenly. What would you like? Hey.
Ad Astra ab... You want to find out about the Dark Knight Hero? Look no further. It's me. I am the... You're right, I'm... Jokes aside, I do think that the Dark Knight Hero and I have...
What's that?
It's the way he sticks to his principles. Coming out here night after night, fighting for justice, keeping
Wow, so you're a nocturnal...
No, I just mean he must be seriously rich.
Why is that?
People only start worrying about spiritual fulfillment once they have enough material. It's the same in every hero story, isn't it? No, it's nothing like that. I just have too much time on my hands these days.
Same difference. You are the boss of the Cat's Tail, after all.
Why don't you ask the guards at the city gate? They do night shifts all the time.
Star Snatch Cliff is known for its views.
Who is Glenn?
At the Adventurers Guild. You're also here for Mondstadt's wine, aren't you?
There's a strange monster near Wolfendale. Can't you give me a better price?
Mondstadt welcomes you.
Freshly fallen snow may be beautiful, but it masks the more nuanced features of terrain, which can be a pain.